Then she was like, she wanted me to massage her back. I can tell you that was the closest body physical touch we ever had. When I massaged her back, she told me to stop. I'm telling you.
Wow.
So I think people really need to understand the foundation of, oh, you want to go into a relationship with someone. There's no definition about what you want or what are the things that does not meet your own standard or your norms, or what's your weakness, what's your temperament. Are you someone that talks a lot? Are you melancholic, sanguine, or people don't
Mhm.
understand that.
Mhm.
So I think it's something that needs to be learned. You need to sit down. You don't sit down by doing a lot of activities. You sit down by acquiring knowledge that you want to implement. So you go
Mhm.
far. Do you understand? You go far. You
That's
do
true.
far. So you go far. That's what we're talking about. You need you don't need the experience. You need to work on your mindset first.
Yeah, the
So
psychology.
the psychology.
Mhm.
You won't depend on your physical this thing. Oh, it's all about giving him a good sex. If I can give him a good sex, I will keep him. It's a lie.
Wow.
That's why someone said, sorry to say, pussy can't keep a man. Do you understand?
Mhm.
So that's just that I need to share about that.
Wow. That's powerful. That's really really great. Hmm. Well, for me, most youths out there really have to understand that there's a time for everything, and all the things that they are so excited for, it's going nowhere.
Yeah,
It's going nowhere. It will always be there. You just have to know what you want in this life, like you mentioned earlier,
exactly.
and how to and how to acquire it. Is it education? Is it knowledge or through education? And what is it you want? Is it experience? You know, so most youths out there really have to be patient with their excitement and stuff like that. They need to know how to
Yeah,
buckle it up.
yeah.
So, what about the opposite sex? Especially, okay, you stress on both sexes, right?
Yes, yeah.
Female and male
Yes,
aspect.
yes.
Okay. Now, talking about like those who finally break up, like what about those that divorce, like divorced couples facing having to deal with Valentines? How do you think they would cope with that?
You know, people usually say something. Well, I'm divorced. I'm this and that. Why? I think I need to keep trying. No, the issue is not you keep trying. Go back to the track record. What are my wrongs? What am I
Mm-hmm.
what have I been
Mm-hmm.
doing that have been making him happy or making her happy?
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? The
Mm-hmm.
major thing is to go back to the roots. Do you understand?
Ladies and
Ladies and
gentlemen,
gentlemen,
you're
you're
watching
watching
and
and
listening
listening
to
to
the
the
Hearsay
Hearsay
Talk
Talk
Show.
Show. Subscribe, hit the notification icon for updates. Like, comment, share below. The Hearsay Talk Show.
I'm telling you, some
Mm-hmm.
men can't stand some women's character, no matter how endowed she is.
That's true. That's true.
Do you understand? Some men can't
Mm-hmm.
stand nagging, you know. Do you understand? Some women
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
stand men that don't give attention, that don't pay
That's true.
attention to little things about the children, the family, like the family based on building up. Some men believe I just need to provide for the house. Well, I'm paying the bills, I'm doing my responsibility, and that is
Mm-hmm.
that is right. even the scripture says men should love their wife because it is easy for a woman to love a man, and the woman should just submit. So it's a matter of you just need to know the root cause of your problem. Don't try again and still do the same thing. You would do the same thing and still end
Mm-hmm.
up in the wrong way, in different direction.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you end up in the same disaster because you've been a woman with a bad character and you still continue
And that's
in
true.
another relationship. So it becomes a pattern. Do you understand? It becomes a pattern.
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone needs to understand negative pattern. What are the things I'm doing that is not making things work for me? And do you want to know the truth? The, one,
Go ahead.
one of the truth is that people don't sit down to meditate about their life. They only worry.
That is the simple truth right there. That's the simple truth right there.
Worry does not give you fruitful thinking thoughts or thinking route. Meditation does, because when you're meditating, you begin to ask yourself why. You need to ask yourself some rules, some questions that are, very, very, very delicate, because meditations will help you tell
That's true.
yourself the bitter truth and for you to trash it. It will present it to you. Worry will only tell you the calamities. It will remind you of the emotions, the good times and the bad times. And you keep on regretting why did oh why.
That's true.
So
That's very
you need
correct.
to sit down and think, think strategically, think productively. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you. If you know how this space thing works,
Wow, really?
Facebook, like on their timeline out there concerning such character in society or such behaviors in society nowadays. So just to let you know, like heads up.
No.
Hi, Carl. Just give me 100% on what I. There you go. Now you can speak, Carl.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Uh, I even don't know where to start from. Actually, honestly, I don't know the things of Valentine. I'm not in love with anyone, but my mom and my dad would be the best person for me to celebrate. Uh, Valentine's Day hangover, reality of life, indeed it is. So I have nothing much to say about it, but I haven't been in love before and I don't know how it feels to love someone. I may sound
Uh-huh.
ridiculous, but it's true.
Okay.
You may read my profile and say the only proud husband, but I do that just to chase people away from me. But I don't know. I don't know how it feels
Oh, I
to
just
love
say,
someone.
yeah, I just saw that now.
I don't know. I've never been in love before. I don't know how it feels to love someone. I don't know. I don't know. So I have nothing much to like. The hangover, like, sorry, with the hangouts, but I haven't made that person really that I
Uh-huh.
like. I'm not in the right age or anyway. I don't know. Thank you. But I have nothing much to say about Valentine's Day. Honestly, I really celebrate this day with my dad and mom. Only with my brothers around the house, shout, drink, sleep like crazy.
Well, yeah, so like the title says, Valentine's Day hangout. like those who want to hang around, we're just trying to like bring out some real aspects of life, the happenings that our society is trying to norm. We cannot avoid. The more we try to norm certain things in society, that's how bad and dangerous they get in the future and into the life of our kids coming up, because we have to start telling them the truth about life. Again, like Festus was saying, most of the things that we were taught growing up as kids were wrong, were completely wrong, and he pointed out those he pointed out those aspects as you were listening, and he gave out his advice to youth. So what do you have to say in regards to what Festus mentioned earlier? And he said he usually give motivational talks to ladies out there, but in turn the ladies saw him like someone that they want to be with, like to date. Some of them just wanted to have a one night stand, but that wasn't his intention. Am I right, Festus? Are you there?
Yes, 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 I'm
Yeah.
here.
So that wasn't his intention. But in the long run, he found himself caught up in between, and he finally knew how to manage them based on his psychology, his standpoint. He knew what was right and wrong. He wasn't just acting out of his emotions. So what will you do in such a situation where a girl is so much in love with you, but you aren't? Would you just let the girl go, or would you just want to take the advantage to be like, okay, this is a lady, like most men out there now would do? They'll be like, this is a lady, or I can just have a one night stand with her, or maybe just keep toasting her and stuff like that. So what would you do in that case?
First of all, as I said earlier, I don't know, but when I approach a girl, I think I'm a very open-minded guy. I'll tell you exactly what I want. Okay, I wouldn't be like, this is ABCD. It's like I call a spade, not a big spoon, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'll tell you from the bottom of my heart, this is what I want us to be. So if you agree, we be. If you don't, then well, much that is a on who promised someone even on earth, yet I can't deliver even a dab. So I would be very open, approach her, then tell her this is what I want. Okay, I don't give those false. I don't, pretend it's something so bad. I don't pretend when it comes to love. I don't. I
Uh-huh.
don't pretend when it comes to something that I want. I don't. Being open-minded sometimes saves you a lot. So there's no need why I would start promising this person that I will love you from the bottom of my heart. I'll do this. Yet at the end of the day, I'm only looking for sex. So I'm not that type of
Uh-huh.
person. I'm very agree. Then it's okay. If you don't, then it's okay. We move on. Life goes. They to hide when I see you. That I couldn't give you. You know.
Ladies
Ladies
and
and
gentlemen,
gentlemen,
watching and
listening
listening
to
to
Hearsay
Hearsay
Talk
Talk
Show.
Show.
Subscribe, hit the notification icon for updates.
Like,
Like,
comment,
share,
and share below.
Hearsay
Hearsay
Talk
Talk Show.
Show.